Okay, so now I'm going to talk to you about my most valuable source. I actually found it through search again. As you can see, I did that also with my other screencast. This is actually a review of a Supreme Court case. It's Newdow versus United States Congress, and someone put a side caption on, "Is there any room for God?" Talking obviously about the undue God reference in the Pledge of Allegiance. As you can see, I made some highlighting about what I'm going to talk about here with the Digo toolbar up there, because this is quite a lengthy article. Goes into a lot of technical jargon and things like that. And there's like 80 footnotes about other cases, uh, so I wouldn't worry about that. But yeah, I use the highlighter tool, so let's start here. Uh, it, it this is a highly biased uh, article, if you ask me. I don't really agree with a lot of things that it's saying. But in the beginning, it starts out good. It says that the children participate in pre-planned routines, basically saying that they don't really know what they're saying because they're so young, such as the attendance policy, things that are just routine to them. And the pledge is then known as one of these things through so long, and they don't really even understand what they're saying, including the words "under God." It gives a little bit of history on how the Pledge of Allegiance was created. A lot of that's done in the video that I posted up there on YouTube. But basically, it says that it was a way of recognizing the nation's historical attachment to God, which back then may have been true. And they say that the pledge is a blatant government endorsement and establishment of the religion. As I talked about before on this blog, the Establishment Clause states that the nation should not establish a religion, which they, in my view, are doing on in Pledge of Allegiance. Scroll down here. A lot of different court cases mentioned right here. See if I can find. Okay, here's some more on the highlighting here. This is the argument against the fact that the under God reference is not religious. They say that the under God reference no longer has a religious purpose or meaning, and the reference to divinity, the revised Pledge of Allegiance, for example, may merely recognize the historical fact that a nation was believed to have been founded under God. To me, this doesn't seem correct. Still, the reference under God to me is regardless of how we established ourselves as a nation, and that religion has little to do with that at all. The problem with the Pledge of Allegiance, as they say here, is that public schools often force kids into doing it. It's a requirement. Uh, but they say that this policy permits only some pupils to do it, so people can stand out. But if they do stand out, they're obviously sitting down, so I think it's easy to say that they're compelled to do it by the other pupils and by the state in general through the law. But it says here that the case handed down by the Supreme Court says that you cannot you cannot base that argument on the state making these people believe in God, which I believe is kind of contradictory to making them say under God. Finally, in the conclusion here, it's saying what comes out of this court case here, and they say it serves as a new standard that anything with the word God in it is not technically considered religious, which is kind of funny to me because you see God, you automatically think of religious documents. And also, again, down here they say about the government coercion for students into saying the pledge is not the same as government coercion into believing in a national religion, which again I don't believe in personally. And again, the main point here is highlighted. The reference to God has lost any religious significance as is nothing more than a secular, historical reference and an appreciation of our collective past. I'm not sure what type of past they're talking about, but it certainly sounds like they're talking about a religious past, aka a Christian past. But anyway, I think that's my most valuable document personally, even though I don't agree with a lot of things. It raises a lot of questions for me, which I hope I answered most of them in my blog. So I hope you enjoyed this article, and I hope you enjoyed the blog. Thanks a lot.